final third.
I think Pepe's so comfortable.
You should be in
just need to shake him.
You should be in prison. We build you out. We build you out to come and play this season. You're out here disgracing us. You should be in prison. You facing charges.
Hello, and welcome to another episode from the Final Third. I'm your host today, Banks, joined by my ever faithful co-host, Lavish, or Oluwashemi Lore, or Kante's cousin, whichever one you want to call him.
Let's go.
How are you feeling today, Lavish?
Personally, exhausted. Football-wise, it's been a bit fun. It's been a bit of a good week in terms of news-wise, activities, transfers. It's good. As a neutral, it's good to hear, man.
Street's telling me you kicked a little ball yesterday. How did it go?
Did I? Oh, boy. Conditioning, innit? Like pre-season and stuff like that.
You barely touched the ball.
Them ones. Coach, where's the balls?
Nah, you won't need your boots today. You won't need your boots today,
boys.
Do you think pre-season gets worse as you get older, or does it get more manageable considering you know what
it gets worse as you get older because your body more worn down in it. You're less, and then also I don't know, maybe me, but you not lose the excitement, but you lose it kind of. When you're young, you just want to be outside.
This is also the very first Tier 3 episode where we have more than 400 subscribers on the YouTube channel. So I want to say thank you.
Big up.
So all of you that subscribe to the channel, helped us push over the 400 mark. Really do appreciate that. Really do hope you keep subscribing. Love that from you.
Love that from you. In this house. Jesus. Sorry, I was swatting a fly. Sorry.
No, it's all right. We're gonna add there's a move. All right. I want to keep on the theme of FM that we started last episode. When a player decides not to turn up to training for you, or when he decides to skip training, when he decides to throw his toes at the pram, what is your move? Do you like to do the warning? Do you like to have the conversation? Do you find them? What's the correct move? Or does it tell me what's your move?
Boy, 2 weeks wages.
Straight.
2 weeks wages, no discussion. Then we could talk about it after, but that's what's happening first. 2 weeks wages. And anything else depends on the conversation we have.
Oh my days! What? So when he goes back to the squad and he tells them, he's fined me 2 weeks wages, and then they're all angry. That doesn't affect you. That
2 weeks wages is the first. 2 weeks wages is the first thing that's coming out of your account. And I know and I guess you're talking about Ronaldo. 2 weeks wages straight away for not coming to training. Are you sick?
So you just don't care about fostering any sort of good vibes with the squad.
No, we've got the women's Euros on. We've got the women's Euros on at the same time.
Multitasking, you know the vibes.
Multitasking, man. You know what we're on, man.
You know the vibes. All right, man. Man said he's ready to just anger everyone. Just anger everyone. Don't give a damn. You're holding this 2 week fan. Is that what you think?
You're holding the 2 week fan, and anyone else that tries to do that, supporting what's it called? Supporting team, you're gonna get some as well. 2 weeks off of you. Anyone else?
Dictatorship. This is you play by my rules and my rules only.
Because what Ronaldo? Listen, for me, my issue with Ronaldo, in terms of him leaving and this whole debacle is he's left it late. Why have you done that?
He's just trying. It's all for me. It's all. What do you call this? It's all
a mirage.
It's all visual. Like again, man knew he wasn't playing Champions League football with us from April, and he's all like, I believe in Ten Hag, back the manager, all of that nonsense. And now in July, when you want to,
I feel like he's just trying to prompt the higher ups to make transfers, serious transfers.
Dead that. He's trying to play Champions League football. He knew as soon as we were not in the Champions League, this was his MO. I'm not sticking around to play Europa League football.
Yeah, but why did he wait this long before he did that?
Boy, great question. It don't make sense. It don't add up to me.
You're on back.
We knew what he was on. We knew he wanted to stay. I mean, we knew he was gonna go.
I didn't think he was gonna go. I feel like it was dependent. It was dependent on what happened with Ten Hag And I feel like they spoke and they sorted that.
I think it always depends on what suitors are available. If there was people available that wanted him, he was gonna go.
Are you watching this match?
The what?
If you see what this Norwegian winger just did to
Quick Duppy.
she megged 3 people
Mm.
and put the ball in the box. And Meg, their captain, put the ball in the
Get
box.
on the old eye player. Get on the old eye.
Boy, Meg, their captain as well. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know with Ronaldo. I feel like he left it late. I feel like he left it too late, and I feel like if you do love this Man United that you keep saying you love, you don't do them things. You don't leave it that late. Man United are in the real pickle. They're in the real pickle because you're leaning at a striker who shows callous and like proper injury prone, Mr. OBE, and that's your main focal point. You've got Voldemort, who we don't speak of, who really left you in the lurch, and now you got Martial, who's like heavy as the head, Martial, because this is not what you wanted, but you're gonna get your games in. So
you're gonna get your game. You're literally your last one standing. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're on your way out and you realize your boys have left the party before you, and now you're just there. Now you're just there.
Because I'm looking. There's got to be someone. Not what's his name. Cavani's gone. Obviously, who else is there? It was Ronaldo. Who else? Well, Lingard's gone.
It's just Martial now. Just Martial. You're the last man.
Just Martial and Rashford.
Rashford wants to be a winger, I swear. Martial's the last man in the dance. I don't know how we got here, but we're here.
Hold on a minute. Surely not.
Last man in the dance, I'm telling you. You think's bad?
So ideally, in an ideal world, who would you want to sign?
In an ideal world, great question, man. In an ideal world, get me a flipping. Where do we start? Where do we go? I haven't even thought about really replay. Julian, like, is a left foot and his peak because he's gone already. But Julian Alvarez, the young boy that Man City signed, and we were linked to that. Realistically, I don't understand why we didn't sign. He would have been a nice little project to grow with. I don't know, I haven't given him much thought. With Ten Hag, I know he's not afraid to do the false 9 thing either.
Sorry, there's a dog that keeps barking.
I don't think he'd be afraid to do the false 9 thing.
So as I was saying, where did Banks? Anyway, yeah. Guys, enough of that Man United talk, but let's talk about Sterling. Now, I just want to say now, well done, Norway. 1-0 Norway, by the way. I just want to say, in terms of Sterling now, I saw a tweet saying Sterling is now or is England's greatest ever player. Very bold statement. Now, for me, he's not England's greatest ever player because that is one man, and that's one man, and that's Wayne Rooney.
What's that?
But he's England's best ever left winger. I know that's not a big. England's best ever winger. I know that's not a big statement to have, but he's England's best ever winger. Pardon?
Said not too much competition on the wings for
That's what I'm saying. There's not too much competition, but Sterling. That being said, Sterling is very disrespected. Raheem Sterling is very much disrespected. He's a proven bad boy.
Sorry, it just came from
proven bad boy. Been in the league since been bullying the league since about 16, 17. For at least a good 7 years. I feel like I'm upset at Raheem Sterling though, because this move doesn't benefit him whatsoever, except from the fact that he's going to be a lot closer to where he grew up. So maybe it's just a homecoming. But what it does is it benefits Chelsea.
On Sterling, this is the question I wanted to ask. Do you think Pep Guardiola is going to regret selling?
1,000%. Sterling's one of those players. He's one. It seems like one of them players. You don't know what it is. You don't know how good he is until he's gone. Because Foden and Mahrez, aside from actually this season, Mahrez was a lot better. But Foden and Mahrez are very patchy, very very patchy players. Sterling is the most consistent out of all the four. He's always, even if he has a bad game, you don't forget he's playing. He's very consistent. You need Grealish to step up. As much as I hate to say, Grealish got to step up now. But you're leaving Foden, Grealish, and Mahrez, and I'm sure I've missed someone out. Because if Bernardo and Sterling,
they signed Julian Alvarez and Erling Haaland as well.
Julian Alvarez and Haaland, but Bernardo and Sterling are so consistent. Yeah, them two go. That's a big hole. That's a very big hole. They're almost irreplaceable. Yeah, almost irreplaceable.
You said the right word in consistency, where is in this league, getting someone that consistently gets you 10 plus goals or somewhere in that region is not an easy task. It's not, especially if they're not your primary attacker. Getting someone that gets you 10 plus goals
as a secondary
is not easy. It's not easy. So that's sort of because Sterling at City, you knew he was going to pop up with the goals at some point. So losing that sort of consistency, losing that sort of impact is going to be very, very, very difficult to replace.
I feel like this doesn't benefit Raheem Sterling whatsoever. When you win Premier Leagues consecutively, you lose the fight.
No, but at the same time,
Lord, are you watching this match?
Yeah, well, I'm behind you.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. You look, everyone tune into BBC One, support the Women's Euros, please. I'm not going to say anything because what was that?
What do you call it? What I was going to say is that it's sort of similar to Mane, where they've been so successful at City, but now they're sort of like they've been slowly getting phased out of the City team, and sometimes you just need that refresh to sort of get a new perspective and find that fire and hunger. And maybe Sterling needs that just as much. Again, we talk about his quality for City and the fact that they're going to miss him, but he was in and out of the team towards the end. Oh, it might like, oh, this is a nasty leg. He was in and out of the team towards the end, and maybe and this is a Sterling that's capable of being the best player on any team in the Premier League. I 100% believe he's capable of being the best player on many, almost 100% of teams in the league. So maybe if he goes to Chelsea, he's made it like he's a star player again. He's like the fulcrum of the attack. Maybe he gets that because he lost. I wouldn't say he lost the fire, but he lost the sense of importance in the City of.
When you keep winning, and then Pep does this thing where he like romances you to make you feel important, but then his actions don't follow what he says, or kind of what like the gestures he makes, these grand gestures he makes like in front of the camera. So it's quite frustrating because it's like you're always in rotation at City, no matter how well you play, and it's not fair. It does get tiresome, especially when you keep winning. So I feel like it's interesting. It's the same people who were up on the chopping block at the end of last season that I'm going now. It was Jesus, Sterling, and Bernardo that were in contention going last season. I think he told them do one more year, and then you can go. But I feel like the thing is, this guy Bernardo wants to go Barca. Apparently, that's what we're hearing. But Barca haven't got the money. So what?
This is negligent for everyone to watch Barca spend this money as if they're not on the verge of going bust.
Yeah, like I feel like, when it's just like you can't keep dangling betting adverts in front of the addict. You can't keep feeding the alcoholic alcohol. You can't keep, because they're gonna take it. Like they're gonna go back to have you seen the cartoon they made for Barca? Have you seen it?
Nah.
The destruction of Barcelona. But we're gonna post that on the TF3 account. You lot tune in. It's like a little cartoon version of why Barca's in the financial thing they are. It's quite funny. But that being said, it's going to be an interesting Premier League because I would love to see these lot come together and see if it meshes without Sterling. Obviously, no Sterling, no Fernandinho. Is Gundogan staying?
Yeah, I think he's staying one more season and then he'll go as a free transfer.
Okay, no problem. But yeah, no, it's very, very interesting. But before we get on to Nathan's comment, though,
but not funny.
Sammy said something about Tuchel coaching. Need to cook the new attackers Chelsea are getting. First and foremost, this is my season now to finally cement this argument. Thomas Tuchel cannot coach attacks.
What are you saying? Is that the agenda you're running with fully fledged season?
Thomas Tuchel cannot coach a sustainable attack. That's what I have to say. Because the best attacking play we've seen from Thomas Tuchel is when he's with his wing backs. that is a secondary, that is an alternative style of attacking. As in, like, that's what you thought, that's your fallback plan when your plan A isn't going right. That's why when they lost their fullbacks, Chelsea was just dumbfounded, didn't know how to score. Thomas Tuchel can't coach attacks. Going from PSG, we allowed it because they said PSG is a car crash. But I'm looking at Chelsea, and even when Chelsea won the Champions League, we weren't scared of their attack. Chelsea's problem then, the issue with Chelsea then, or for you, was you couldn't score past them. They were solid. But they would nick a goal. They'll get a goal because just how football works. So Thomas Tuchel, everyone keep your eyes peeled this season. Can Thomas Tuchel coach attacks? For me, no.
Nathan says Tuchel's a glorified Adidas.
No, see, that's the thing. I'm not saying that he's not I wouldn't say just because you're not an attacking coach doesn't mean you're a defensive coach. Do you get what I mean? So I'm not saying like he's parked the bus. He's very defensive. He's telling us
this can't coach, period. Damn.
Pardon?
Fuck.
What did you say? What did you say?
Is that what you're telling us? He just can't coach. Is that what you're telling us?
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying just because you can't coach attacks doesn't mean you're not an attack, like you're a defensive coach. I'm not saying he's a defensive coach. I'm saying he can't coach attacks well. Like he can't coach attacks. He defends
if
well.
You're in the building right now, sorry, I just want to get smash the like button. I know weird time to do a little promo, but smash the like button if you're inside the building right now. Hit that like button for the video. Hit the subscribe if you haven't done so already. But yeah, going back to your point, you just don't think he can coach a fluent attack. That's why he needs to get from the wing backs.
Yeah, I don't think he knows how to coach or he can coach it well because you've got all the pieces there. Fair enough, us looking from the outside and thinking, how would you make this Chelsea team mesh? But that's why you're in that position. And you've had other circumstances, i.e. PSG, and still the attack was not fluid there as well, which you've had one of the best attackers in the world. So the lights are on you attacking-wise.
Sammy says Tuchel Dortmund played great football with Alba, Dembele, and co. You're playing a little bit. Ooh, but it's proof he can coach. He can coach attackers. Attackers have thrived under him before. You're not taking that as proof.
It was Ousmane, Aubameyang, and who was on the other wing? Mkhitaryan. You're on mute.
Mkhitaryan, that was
Speed Demons. You're on mute. If you stop muting yourself, bruv, what's wrong? What's the matter with you?
I don't mute myself. It mutes. It's the microphone. It does it for me for some reason. It's janky.
When you talk to rubbish, innit? When you talk rubbish.
CJ needs to send a new mic. For me, Sterling has thrived wherever he's went. Sterling has thrived at Liverpool and he thrived at City in two different roles. Remember, the Liverpool Sterling was out there doing the flash, dribbling at players.
This is what I'm saying. Sammy's talk about Tuchel needs to cook these new attackers. Listen, why Sterling is pissed is because Tuchel doesn't, as a striker, doesn't get you close enough to the goal. Sterling in recent years, in the last 5 years, it's not the Liverpool Sterling that can carry the ball, beat two man.
But for England, he plays more like the Liverpool Sterling.
But here's the thing: how tiresome is that? England is 7 games max. How tiresome is that during the course of a season? And Chelsea, you're going to be so far away from the goal.
But Liverpool,
it's like only Hazard.
Sterling's always said he as good as Pep's made him and as good as Pep was able to coach him, he always felt when he came to City, he lost a bit of the individuality, the bit of magic that made everyone fall in love with him from a young age. So I think Sterling kind of wants to get back into taking players on and being that sort of direct.
All right, then fill that Hazard role then.
That's it. So, but for me, this is a litmus test. As you say, this is a litmus test for Tuchel's attack. Because Sterling's someone that's thrived in different roles. He's thrived in a dribbler, creator type of role, and he's thrived as the system player, again on the back post, finishing off moves. He thrived in both. So there's absolutely no reason why your system, he should start flopping in your system. In my opinion, he shouldn't come to your system and
there should be no issue.
There shouldn't be issues because
there could be issues actually, but it shouldn't be. He shouldn't. it shouldn't be chalk and cheese how he's played at one team compared to another. It shouldn't look like that.
It shouldn't look tactical. It shouldn't look like a tactical issue why he's struggling. If it's just a case of he's missing open goals and he's not beating his defender.
That's not new. That's not new. Because he actually
that's a Sterling thing. But if he's getting there and you're not getting him into positions to even attack, that means it's a system issue. Moving on quickly because this isn't going to be too long of an episode, but we do thank you for being inside the building with us. Ericsson, Lavish was out there telling me that he was going to pick Brentford over United. We don't forget. We really don't forget.
So has he picked United?
He's picked United.
Okay, nice. So
no, don't say nice. I don't want your nice. I don't want your nice.
Who's scared? No one.
Why does it have to be a scary thing? Why does it have to be a scary?
What are you asking me? You didn't ask me one question.
Nah, I want you to just acknowledge. That's.
I'm sorry, you were right about Ericsson playing for Man United. I'm happy for you guys. You're on mute. That's what I said. The mic knows when you're about to talk rubbish.
I was about to chat some rubbish. You're lucky you muted me. But Ericsson, what sort of role do you see Ericsson coming in and playing at United?
The role Juan Mata was supposed to come and play all those years ago, but I never fulfilled it. To be fair,
you think he's going to play the Juan Mata 2014 role where he's supposed to be the main creator, or do you think he's
100%? 100%. That's what he's supposed to come in and do. 100%. You're not going to get Ericsson being the person to be the box-to-box midfielder. You want to respectfully? Do you want to injure him?
We're not trying to play. You're not trying to play him in the hard midfield.
No. So I don't think I don't think Ericsson was a priority. I don't think that was a priority at all. But you guys prioritized him, or you got that sorted out first or second at least after the fullback. But Ericsson, I don't. Best of luck for you guys in it. I want him to do well for his sake, and I want him because him doing well is still nothing. To the rest of the league.
It doesn't move the needle enough.
Doesn't move the needle at all. Ericsson gets 6 assists.
Me personally, I'm hoping that 6 assists. Fair enough. For me, I just hope Ten Hag getting the attacking midfielder of the profile of Ericsson, which is not completely, but quite different to the profile of Bruno. I just hope it means he's identified a glaring issue.
Okay, yeah. They both can't play though. They both can't play though.
That's he's got the number 8 now, so that's even. I think he's gonna be a mainstay in the team.
Is that the
I hope. Yeah, he changed shirt number.
Oh wow, from 18 to 8. Okay.
18 to 8. He wants to be the main man. But yeah, everyone, I think a lot of United fans have seen it. The fact that simply Bruno just doesn't care enough about maintaining possession, and he doesn't have the technical security to maintain possession. If you press him, he's giving up that ball. Like all of his assists, all of his goals can't hide the fact that if you press him, you can get the ball off of him. And you just need players that are more comfortable with the ball in your midfield. Hopefully, Ten Hag has identified that as an issue, and that's why he's signing players with technical security, guys that can keep the ball. Because you need that. You need to be able to keep the ball under duress. And adding Ericsson to the midfield, which last season and all of the seasons previously, just if you press them, big issue, big wilder.
I just want to quickly talk on Joe Gomez back. He's signed a new contract extension and to 2027. So that leaves Konate, Matip, Van Dijk, Joe Gomez. Konate, Matip, Van Dijk, Joe Gomez. That's 4 centre backs that could start for most teams in the Premier League. That's enough. Like the thing is, 4 centre backs is good. 4 centre backs of that quality is fantastic squad rotation. But Joe Gomez don't get a look in.
He must know something about Van Dijk. He must know something about Van Dijk's need that we don't. He must know.
Behave.
He must know. That's the only. That's a long-term contract that he signed. He knows something about Van Dijk's need.
He signed a 5-year contract.
He knows something. He knows he's next in line.
That's not even. Listen. You got to behave with that talk, man. You can't be talking about that like that. But
that's the only reason I can imagine, because as you say, Kanate is coming and
or maybe Matip's leaving.
Maybe. I can't imagine they'd offer Matip another long-term deal, but even still, 3 centre-backs. Again,
4.
No, I mean, but like if Matip leaves, you'd assume Joe Gomez will become the 3rd centre-back, always fighting.
Yeah, he moves up to 3rd position. But I don't know. It smells like a lack of ambition, but I don't know, man. It's just, he's gone. I don't know, man. We're going to round up anyway. I don't know, man. It smells like a lack of ambition for me, but because he could have gone somewhere else. But do you want to step down and play for like a Villa, or do you want to stay where you are?
That's it, because right now he's at the, even though he hasn't played the games and he hasn't taken, I'm taking part in the team like that, he's still at the top of the game with Liverpool, and he's still young enough where he can force his way into the lineup realistically within the next 1 or 2 years and have his prime years playing at the top of the game. Because Joe Gomez is a quality centre-back. Let's not get that twisted. The only issue here is he going to play enough games next season to go back to the level that we knew before the injury?
I feel like the injuries put him in the injury he's had put him in a real doubt. Like maybe he's doubting himself. I don't know, but we'll see. Nathan said Joe Gomez more injury prone than Anthony Davis. Wow, rude.
But that's just been a short episode for you today. Thank you for joining us.
Tune into the Norway match. Norway versus
first
Northern
episode
Ireland.
Post 400 subscribers. Thank you for joining us. There's going to be a mad one in the Villa tonight. Boris Johnson's on his way out.
I'm on my way
Dami's back into the... Dami and India's going to link up again. Going to be fireworks. Make sure you join us in the Villa.
See everyone in the Villa.
See you in the Villa. See you in the flipping Villa.
You are now listening to The Final Third.
I think Pepe's so coachable.
Wow, you should be in
just need to shake him.
You should be in prison. We build you out. We build you out to come and play this season. You're out here disgracing us. You should be in prison. You should be facing charges.